I'm going to document how to do one of these BiTT transformers using a three-phase transformer core. Nice big fat one. With really good laminates. So this should be a good transformer. So of course what you do is you wind a primary on this leg, and you have a secondary and a secondary here. And the great Tim Tron, he made me some shunt bars out of I guess a really big microwave oven transformer. And one thing nice about these, it's going to be 60 hertz. So everything's kind of made for 60 hertz or 50 hertz. So these go right here. One up here. And he made another one. This goes right here. And I'll super glue those and then probably put a big wire tie to really hold them in there tight. So that's the transformer core for a BiT. Now I'm getting ready to wind the primary, and I've decided to use 25 gauge wire on the primary. About this thick. So I want to be able to use some pretty high voltage into this thing. And I have this transformer tape. I got it surplus. It's kind of cloth made especially for transformers. So I'm going to tape these edges first and then wrap it. Make sure these pretty sharp edges don't cut into the wire. So before I wind the coil, I'll put this transformer tape on there. Other way to do it is make a cardboard around here. Put cardboard around there. Another way is maybe use a what do you call those? One of those machines, make your own out of a spool, out of plastic, or something. But you got to do something. So I'm going to use transformer tape, and then I'll just wind it on there. And so here I am in my apartment in Kirkland, Washington, and what I've done is from here I loop 25 gauge wire around here. I take my spool of wire, 25 gauge, and I walk over here and I put the other end around the arm in this chair. And it comes to 23 feet, and I did 16 lengths. So it's going to be 368 feet when I'm finished, because I'm going to run them series 80. One thing I found when you wind this onto a core, put a little tape, like every meter or so, every 3 feet or so. Little piece of tape there, because when you wind it, you can get all these loops that just really drive you crazy as you're spooling it onto the core. But if you put these here, it keeps it all kind of like a solid wire that's easy to wind. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess this will be about 10 ohms. Just from experience. Okay, so this wire is going to be wound around here. And I think I'm going to use 22 gauge wire on these ones. So I'll make more currents. Not positively sure. I'll decide when I get to that stage. I have a lot of 22 gauge wire here. Not so much 25 gauge, but I might go 25 gauge. I don't know. This thing is 25 gauge. 8.8 in the primary and 5.3 in the secondaries in ohms. And I made this one too. This is all 22 gauge. It's 5.1 in all three. I wish this was a higher ohms like this one, just so you have less draw to the primary. But that's what I did with this. Tim Tron said that he used 18 gauge. He used just the stock wire in a transformer. He didn't rewind it. And he used, it was 18 gauge and 3 ohms a piece. And he was reporting 6 times over unity, maybe only 4, as he's running loads. I don't know how he can do it with 18 gauge, maybe because the laminates make it so things don't get hot, and when the back EMF is circulating, you know, when you put these on there and it works like the forward currents go in, then there's the AC switch over, and instead of going back this way, it chooses, the back EMF chooses to go this way. And also in this design, the back EMF currents from this secondary enter this way, going this way, and the back EMF currents over here from this secondary enter this way. So there's kind of a collision right in the middle. This one going this way, this one going this way. And so if you do these shunt bar winds, you need to divide it into thirds and then put the winds on this third and the winds on this third. If you do a coil all the way across, you get nothing because the coil's getting hit from both sides at once. So that's for inducing into a coil. Now the actual back EMF currents, I suspect that they can't happen exactly at the same time. So I think it kind of goes, sneaks through and gets through over here, and sneaks through and gets over here. So you're always reinforcing the secondaries with the opposite secondaries with the back EMF flowing across there. Now, why I did this weird design is because I was thinking, if the back EMF is coming this way, why not bring it out here and shove it in down here? And bring it out here and shove it in down here, and that way you don't have this collision in the middle. And the flow is all the same, and you can wrap entire length with winds. So that was my thinking on that. Not sure if it's better or worse, but I did it. And it works in that shorting out these winds really increases the power that the secondaries make. So I'm sure that it is reinforcing the opposite one when the winds are shorted out, which is a strange thing. So I'm going to kind of go through this and make videos as I construct this big baby, big blue baby. And this is part 1. Okay. Thanks for watching.